Hi, this is Attila16 and this is a video of Defenders of Time, which is a game I was given for review. So I will present you this game. This is actually a game of tower defense, which is a type of game I don't really show much, but I do appreciate it. It's a cool type of game, and it's usually pretty challenging and it can get crazy, and I think this game is definitely a little crazy in a good way. So you have the capacity to play this in multiplayer. I haven't tried that yet because I think just the single player is pretty hard already. And you can actually get a single player for free on the website if you want, or you can buy the game and get access to the multiplayer on Steam or elsewhere. So you can actually play different type of game, and you can even be the one deciding what kind of enemies will attack you. So there's a good diversity there. There's actually a few maps right now. I don't know if they plan to increase that, but most of them are already pretty hard. Even the easy one. So I'll show you how that plays, and I think this game it's nice in the way it is because you end up having to think about your strategy a lot, and a bad strategy will lead to defeat, and even a good strategy can lead to defeat. So it's a challenging game, no question about it. So let's start with Area 51. This is a pretty simple map, but it can get crazy from my experience in it. So what you see here is that there's different paths that the enemy can use. So for example, here you see the path that the I guess creeper or enemies will use, and with your turret you're actually able to shape that path in I guess in the way you want. So there's a kind of balancing act that you need to do or choose, whether you put your turret into a dense pack to have a lot of firepower, or do you use them to slow the enemy down with the maze that never ends. Of course, you have no choice but to make it hand, but whatever. So let's see. So I will make them waste their time here like this. There we go. This way the left side will have to move quite a bit over there. I'll make the right side move like this. Now I kind of lack defense here, but we'll be fine. Okay, so I guess we'll be fine for that now. And okay, let's get on with it. Now you can see here that I do have a lot of different paths possible. And there is some obstacle which I cannot move. So these are things that I will have to manage. Okay, so a few creep are getting in. Each time you kill enemies, you end up making money, which you can use to build turret. And those turret are the basic one, but you can update them with 6 different turret, which it can also be upgraded in 2 turret each, 2 different type. And then there's a last level of leveling up for your turret, which you'll use much later on in the fight, I guess. And now at the beginning the enemies are rather weak. That's pretty much the case in every tower defense game. So it's a good moment to make a lot of points. And as you actually destroy the enemy, you will unlock new turret. So right now I do not have access to all the turrets yet. So even if I had the money, I do not have access to that. So here I actually did unlock the first type of turret, which is good to electrify the enemy. So that can be useful. I will deploy them in specific area where I believe they will be effective. Two other type have been unlocked. So this one electrified. This one actually affect the enemy with kind of long-term damage or reduce their armor, so that can be useful against different type of enemy. I'll spread them out around the place to be hopefully effective. So I'm kind of choosing where I put them because it can really impact in the long run with what you're upgrading. And while I'm here, I guess I should probably start pursuing the development of my turret system here. Now, one of the challenge with this game is that on the one hand, you need to, let's say, you need to make the enemy move around as long as possible. But the problem in doing so is that you don't have that many turrets shooting them. I will upgrade a few turrets here. So by having very few turrets in a line like this, you're reducing your firepower. So that's a bit of an issue. And you do need to compensate with having a long pad, but you need to balance it out, and that's the really challenging part. Okay, the blue tower actually slowed down the enemy, which is really important because it means that your turret will be able to fire longer on the enemy. So you can already see that this is starting to be rather fast. So I will start to continue my path over here. So I'm establishing a longer path like this. I think what I'll do here is I will actually double the line of turret. Like this. Yep. Okay, there we go. Not sure I did well there, but we'll manage. So I'm really trying to create a long maze. Okay, now that while this is done, I will come back here and boost the turret which I have. Because if you end up neglecting your turret, the enemy will pierce through, and you don't want that. It's also important to have a good diversity of turret. Perhaps I'm having too many turret of the same type. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I have the capacity to upgrade those red turret to level 2. That's a very good thing. I can also upgrade these turret here. These are kind of sniper turret. They do a lot of damage individually. Or you can actually upgrade them to this other type. The first type is like a sniper. The second type you can upgrade it to is actually a kind of, I guess, Gatling or something. It's much more effective against dense pack formation of enemies. It's really important to keep up with the upgrades of your turret, because otherwise you end up having the enemies coming all the way through your line, all the way here, where you're not upgraded yet. So it's important to balance the path you create with your light turret with the firepower of your initial lines of defense. I will probably upgrade these with missiles, which have a very long range. So even though these turrets are rather far, I can actually fire on those incoming enemies here. On this game there's actually 40 wave. I never managed to finish that, but I went pretty far. So I guess I'm good enough, but I'm not perfectly good yet. I still have a little bit of work to do to improve both my speed at which I upgrade my turret, because this game really ends up speeding up quickly. Now the thing also is when you upgrade your turrets in the back, these are upgrades that you're not doing on the front. So you need to balance out how you upgrade your turrets, in which order, and in order not to be surprised by a stronger enemy at a certain point where you're not ready in the back. So here I'm upgrading a specific type of turret to level 2. And some turrets are not that useful early on, but they can become useful later on, because some of their upgrade can be very good. So you need to be careful about not neglecting any type over another. And you never really know the type of enemy which will come, because this is random, so you need to be aware of that. And there are some enemies which are really fast, other which are really strong, other which are have a lot of armor, others some of them regenerate, so there's a good diversity of trait that each of your enemies can have. For example, this guy here is actually advancing very dangerously. He's actually making me do a bad decision. I'm not sure I should do that like this. Oh well. That means I really need to boost my defense and the path I'm making them take. Like this. I'm having too much money for my defensive system, which is a bad thing. I'm in a position which I need to upgrade my turret really fast. Okay, so let's see. Let's boost these, boost these, boost these, boost these. Yeah, let's do this. Some of those enemies are going rather fast, which is not necessarily good for me. Guess it's time to upgrade the turrets that slow them down. Yeah, they really are managing to pierce through now. So I do need to upgrade my turret now, quickly. Thing is that these enemies are really fast, and they have a lot of armor also, so that's a bit of an inconvenience. Just look at the speed. This is insane. Okay, let's see. What do I need to upgrade now? I guess perhaps I should upgrade the stuff that slowed them down early on. Yeah, I really doubt that I'll make it. This is going a little too fast. I'm lacking stuff to slow them down. Yeah, it's over. I've been beaten at 25 wave, which is okay. I guess I did manage to reach 30 in this level, but since each time you end up having enemy troops, which are different, you never really know. So this is a pretty fun game. I guess since you can have access to the single player for free, you should probably take a look at it if you're interested in tower defense. I think this is probably one of the latest one of that type, which is really nice in the way it works. The game mechanic is very cool, and it allows you to create a lot of maze and express the way you see things and your style. Also, the multiplayer, I haven't tried it, but it looked interesting. So that's probably something I could show in the future. But I guess I'll show a few more level in future videos, because that one is pretty straightforward, not particularly complex. But if you look at the screenshot here, you have a good diversity of challenge, and They are really different, so I'll show them to you very soon. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.